श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्यः कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्ताम् सदा हृदि। रामानुजदया पात्रम् ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणम् श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यम् वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकम्। சீரொன்று தூப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்றச் சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஊரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேரப் போமளவும் வாழ்வு.
In one of the this is relevant to the topic, and namely Sharanagati, Abhaya Pradhanasaram. So in verse number 22 of Sri Nyasa Tilakam of Sri Vedanta Deshika, he refers to the preceptor, namely Ramanuja, and he brings into the fact that Arjuna and Vibhishana had Sharanagati. Uktya Dhananjaya Vibhishana Lakshayatu. Lord Sriman Narayana's aim was to give succor to Arjuna in Krishna Avatara and Vibhishana in Rama Avatara. And that has been, the concept has been enhanced by the activities of Sri Ramanujacharya. That's what he says. Ramanujacharya believed fully in the total surrender of both Vibhishana and Dhananjaya. And then he now prays to, in Nyasa Tilakam, Swami Deshika prays to Sri Ranganatha of Srirangam to help him confirm the concept and then help him to advise others on. Of course, he himself prays for his own Sharanagati. It is Swami Deshika Sharanagati to Sri Ranganatha on the footsteps of Sri Ramanujacharya, who believed Vibhishana's Sharanagati in Ramayana and Arjuna's Sharanagati in Mahabharata, that it is quite fitting, relevant, and also in tune with the policy of the Lord. Okay, so let's have Nyasa Tilakam. It is Nyasa Tilakam, it's not. Okay. Now, so let's go to page. Is it 29 is over? Okay. So very simple. The Sanskrit text from Ramayana has been given in Tamil transliteration in the first part, page 30, and then we have the Sanskrit words, the same Sanskrit words. Now this is a statement from Ravana. So he was afraid of Hanuman. So what happened earlier that all of us may know, namely, Hanuman was appointed as the emissary, what we call the ambassador, rather a spy. There is an argument going on between the Tamil Pandits of India that was Hanuman a spy or an ambassador or a messenger? Did he do the duties of a spy or messenger? So he did actually both, and therefore there were so many supports from Tamil Kamba Ramayana and Sanskrit Valmiki Ramayana in order to discuss whether he was a 100% spy or 100% simply a messenger. So he, of course, carried the message of Rama to Ravana, and it was difficult to have an appointment with Ravana, and therefore after, of course, locating Sita with great difficulty, in fact, he made a mistake of recognizing Mandodari, the wife of Ravana, as Sita. Many times Valmiki presents the character of Hanuman as the mixed emotions of a monkey as well as a Navavyakarana Pandita, a scholar who has studied all the 9 types of grammar in Sanskrit. When he talks, he measures his words, and it seems that he has learnt all the scriptures, all the 4. And because of that, his words are exactly according to the rules prescribed for speech in scriptures. So because he studied Rig Veda, he was modest. Because he studied Yajurveda, he mastered Yajurveda, his words are truth, and so on. So Rama appreciates. Rama is surprised that a monkey can talk beautifully, meaningfully, and so on. So Hanuman, of course, located Sita. He talked to her in endearing terms, and then Sita recognized, fortunately. Earlier, she thought that she had a bad dream of seeing a monkey. And of course, realized that she never dreamt for the 9 months staying in Ashokavana. She had no sleep. Lakshmana had no sleep for 14 years. Sita had no sleep for 9 months in Ashokavana. And therefore, she dismissed that it is not a dream, but it's reality, that a small monkey is saying the names of Rama. Of course, they discussed with each other. Then Hanuman thought of meeting Ravana, and it was very difficult. And therefore, he destroyed the Ashokavana except the place of the Shimshupa tree under which Sita was sitting. So he completely destroyed the Ashokavana. Ashokavana is supposed to be a very, very beautiful, most beautiful garden. Even now, I think, of the world. And today, I think it's all bushes and forests. But it was very good because of the administration of Ravana. Ravana's city, Lanka, was almost a heaven. And it was a heavenly garden. So the whole garden was spoiled by Hanuman. And then Ravana had to send his soldiers. Unfortunately, he sent his son also, Akshakumara. He's called Aksha, A-K-S-H-A. And 14,000 demons came and attacked on seeing the prowess of Hanuman. And therefore, Hanuman imitated Rama in Chitrakutavana while he sent Mohanastram, Sammohanastram, on the 14,000 demons led by 3 leaders called Khara, Dushana, and Tirishiras. And it took only 1.5 hours for Rama to finish them. And therefore, Hanuman wanted to imitate, rather, philosophically speaking, Rama is said to be the Shishya, the disciple of an Acharya called Hanuman. And of course, Jivatma is Sita and Paramatma is Rama. And Paramatma takes care of Jivatma by nearing, that is Rama planning to visit Lanka, though in order to kill Ravana for removing the troubles of the gods, Rama had the purpose of meeting Sita there. That means Jivatma is being helped by Paramatma. Paramatma is so merciful that he comes to the place of Jivatma and helps. This is what we say according to the Archa form in the temples in our country. in this world. And again, the philosophically speaking, Ravana's 10 heads represent the 10 organs, sense organs, which are to be subdued. So Ravana is to be killed means these 10 sense organs must be controlled. Along, of course, with the 11th sense organ, namely the mind, manas. So this is the what you call interpretation of Ramayana in the line of philosophy. So Hanuman had to face the wrath of Akshakumara and Ravana's son and other the rest 14,000 demons. So he made them weak within 1.5 hours. Adhyatma Ramayana, these interpretations, yeah. It is Narada's Ananda Ramayana also may contain. So Adhyatma Ramayana is there, right? You are right. And Hanuman was overpowered by Indrajit. Indrajit came because of the anger that Hanuman killed his brother, younger brother, Aksha. So Indrajit came and bound Hanuman with Brahmastra. And Hanuman has been very shrewd from the beginning, very clever because he has studied scriptures. He is a very knowledgeable person. He had a lot of power, physical power, mental strength, and so on. And therefore, he got a boon from Brahma himself that Brahmastra will not be useful when some other strategy is used. Namely, when Indrajit made him fall down by Brahmastra, and then these demons, stupid demons, tied Hanuman with ropes. Brahmastra doesn't need any other assistance, any other assistants to help the power to retain. And therefore, as soon as the ropes were tied upon Hanuman, the Brahmastra lost its power. So Hanuman was free. Hanuman, realizing that he is free, he did not come out of the ropes. He looked as though, he acted as though he is fettered, he is chained, and then fortunately he was taken to the court of Ravana. So when he went to Ravana, what happened, you know? This is what happened. So now, terribly afraid of, shivering in the bones, Ravana asked this question. 51, Sundarakanda 51 to 51st canto, 45th verse. So now he is asking the question, who are you? What is your name? What is your profile? What is your CV? What is your bio? So he introduces himself as the 4th great servant of Rama, the lowest cadre of Rama's army. And then still terribly afraid, Ravana asks, are you Brahma? Are you the four-faced creator? Swayambhuhu. Though he is called Swayambhuhu, generally we say every god is Swayambhuhu. Today we have got a lot of temples of Shiva in Karnataka that they say Swayambhu Lingam. The phallus is what you call in original. Then it is not man-made, they say. But whereas we have generally 8 kshetras in Divya Kshetras, among the 108 Divya Kshetras, they are called the Swayamvyakta Kshetras. Lord appeared, manifested on his own, without being constructed, established, consecrated by the human beings. So, Adyam Rangamiti Proktam. The first one is Srirangam. Out of the 8 Swayamvyakta Kshetras, Adyam Rangamiti Proktam. Vimanam Ranga Samyutam. The Vimana with which Vibhishana brought from Ayodhya, the Divya Mangala Vigraha of Sri Ranganatha is along with the dome, D-O-M-E, dome, Vimanam. So the Vimanam also is called Rangam. Adyam Rangamiti Proktam, Vimanam Ranga Samyutam. And Shimushnam, next one is the Swayamvakta Kshetram is the Bhuvaraha Kshetra near Jayangonda in Tamil Nadu. So Shimushnam. Totadri. Shimushnam Venkatadri. Venkatadri. Tirupati Srinivasa Lord is Swayamvakta Kshetra. Nobody constructed the temple around the and brought the Divya Mangala Vigraha to Tirupati, the hill, the 7 hills. So Srimushnam Venkatadrincha Salagramancha Naimisham. Salagramam, Nepal, Muktinath. From you have to fly by helicopter from Pokhran airport. So you have the river Kentucky flowing in the Muktinath, and you have Shayana Tirukolam, the lying posture of Lord Sriman Narayana. So where we pick up Salagram, the fossilized stone of an insect's nest, that is Salagram. And Salagram, Sala is the name of the pine tree, which are full of, which are fully occupying the village grama, called Sala Grama. And here you find that Shimushnam Venkatadrincha Salagramancha Naimisham. Yeah. Naimisharanyam. Lord is in the form of the forest there, on the bank of the Ganges river. Naimisharanyam. In the Uttar Pradesh state in India. So Shimushnam Venkatadrincha Salagramancha Naimisham. Totadri. Tota is parrot, Adri is mountain. It's called a parrot mountain, but we have a different name in Tamil, Vanamamalai. Vanamamalai is the next Divya Kshetra, which is called the Swayamvakta Kshetra, after these 4, namely Shimushna, Tirupati, Salagrama, and Naimisharanya. Vanamamalai, Malai is Adri, mountain. Mamalai is big mountain. It should be Vanamamalai. It is later on called Vanamamalai. Vanam is sky. Sky means called Akasham, as we know in Sanskrit. Viyat is another synonym. In Amarakosha, if you go, it says, the expression says, Akasham Viyat Vishnu. It is Vishnu's stay in a great mountain, big mountain. Vanamamalai. And it is in, of course, generally, you know, there is the forest surrounds the hill. So you can also say Vanamamalai. And he is also wearing Vanamala, Tulasi garland or any forest leaf. Vanamala. Any flower from the forest. So here, so Vanamamalai is in Tamil. This is my own guess interpretation, but maybe there are better interpretations. It's called Vaijayantimala. Now here, Lord, so Totadri. So Totadri is Vanamamalai, otherwise called Parrot Mountain, Parrot Hill. And Pushkaram. Pushkaram is a holy place in Rajasthan. And we have another Pushkaram in near what we call Godavari district of Andhra Pradesh, West Godavari, and they celebrate what we call the Pushkaram festival. Pushkaram, as the word itself means lotus flower. That's why a lotus tank is called Pushkarini in every temple of Lord Vishnu. The Pushkaram is lotus. So there is a Pushkaram, a place called, holy place called Pushkaram in Rajasthan near Jaipur. And then Totadri Pushkaram Chaiva Naranarayana Ashramam. The last one is Naranarayana Ashramam is Badarika Ashramam. Badarinath we say, Badarinath. Badrinath is in Sanskrit, Hindi. So Badarinath, Badari is Tamil Elandai Padam. Some berry, I think you have another specific name for this berry, a small fruit, which cannot grow in ice cold regions like Himalayas. That is a wonder, and therefore we also what we call Agni Kundam in Badrinath, where you have sulfur water very hot to bathe. But in the cold season, it's very warm and pleasant to have a bath in warm water. Tapta Kundam is called. So Agni Kundam is also say. Tapta is boiling. Almost I could not get down into the kunda because it is very hot. And people say when after you jump in, then you will feel the pleasant bath. Therefore, you have. So this is where Swayambhu. I was talking about Swayambhu. Adyam Rangamiti Proktam. Yeah. Adyam Rangamiti Proktam Vimanam Ranga Samyutam. Shimushtam Venkatadrincha Salagramancha Naimisham. Totadrim Pushkarim Chaiva Nara Narayana Ashram. So who said this? Lord himself said this. Totadrim Pushkaram Chaiva Nara Narayana Ashramam. Nara Narayana called Nara is Arjuna, Narayana is Lord Sriman Narayana. And both of them are doing penance. The Advaitins say that Sriman Narayana is doing penance on Lord Shiva. Of course, he is called Atmeshwara because he does penance on himself. Swami Vedanta Deshika in his Nyasa Tilakam says, Lord Vishnu has got the name Narayana only because of Mahalakshmi. So only because of Mahalakshmi's presence, he is called Narayana. Because Mahalakshmi is more graceful, more merciful, and therefore the protection of the people is extended by Lord Mahavishnu and being called Naranam Ayanam. Naranam idam naram, Naranam Ayanam. So he shows the path, the direction, the way to the progress of life to the human beings. So he is called Narayana. And therefore here, so started Ravana out of fear, started suspecting. Brahma came in the form of a monkey. Brahma Swayambhuhu. Chaturananova. The four phases have become one face. He is afraid now. Seeing Hanuman's one face, single face. So Brahma Swayambhu Chaturananova. Chaturananova, four face Brahma. Are you Brahma? Rudraha. Okay. So Rudraha. Shiva. Trinetraha. No, but he is more afraid of Lord Shiva than Brahma because Brahma is actually soft pedaling. He doesn't punish people, whereas Shiva is the god of destruction. So he appeased, he rather pleased Lord Shiva many times. He got the boons from Shiva also. Shiva gave him a sword called Hasa. It's called Chandrahasa. Chandrahasa was the name of the sword which was given as a boon by Lord Shiva to Ravana. So Rudraha, Trinetraha. So he gives the correct adjective because the third eye, when it is open, will destroy everybody. And what happened? Tripura Antakahava. It is said in Shastra that there were golden city, silver city, and iron city. And therefore they are called three cities, Tripura. Antakaha. Lord Shiva destroyed all these three cities of demons. So Tripurantakova. Now, third doubt. Are you Brahma? Are you in Shiva? Or are you Indra? So Indra is a terrible enemy of Lord Shiva, Ravana, Lankeshwara. And therefore, so the name Indra is mentioned. Are you Indra? Indra means leader. Mahendraha, you are a great leader. Are you the great leader of gods, 33 crores? Suranayakova, Nayakaha, leader. Suranayakaha of the gods, the heavenly beings. Are you the leader of these heavenly beings? So these were the three questions of Ravana. Now you find in Sundarakanda the statement here as if we oppose Rama, if we fight with Rama, in the war we will lose, we will fail. That's the essence of this verse. Tratum na shakta yudhi Ramavadhyam. You cannot approach anyone else other than Rama instead of getting killed in the war while you want to fight with Rama. So nobody will be able to protect you. Nobody, neither Brahma nor Shiva nor Indra will be able to protect you. Tratum, to protect, na shaktaha. These three great leaders cannot give you any refuge, shelter. Yudhi, in the war, when he is destined, when one is destined to be killed by the hands of Rama. Rama Vadhyam. Vadhyam is killing. The death under Rama's hand is certain because these three great leaders in gods cannot protect you. Let us see the Tamil meaning. Sakala Aishwaryatodu Kudinavunum. So we are now taking the meaning from the third padam to the first pada. So Sakala Aishwaryatodu Kudinavunum. When you say Mahendraha, Suranayakaha, though generally we call Indra as the god of gods in heaven, namely 33 crores of gods were assistants to him or helping him. He is also called the leader of the earth also, our world, and also the netherworld, the underworld, Patal. That means, just like Sriman Narayana, he also has the property of these three worlds. The property owner, that means he is so wealthy. So he has a good leadership. So Sakala Aishwaryatodu Kudinavunum. What is the example that he is very powerful? Vritra Asuranai Kondadanal. He killed a demon, a terrible demon called Vritra once upon a time. And therefore, so he was anointed in the throne of heaven, in the what we call the Sabha, the hall called Sudama, in the city of in the city named Amaravati. Amaravati is the name of the capital city, and in the capital city you have a hall, Darbar Hall, the king's hall called Sudama, in which Indra was coronated for his success over the demon called Vritra. So Mahendra Padatil Abhishekam Pannapattavanu. Then Sakala Devaganangalum Sahayama Irka Petravanumagi Indranayinum. All the 33 crores of gods will help him, and therefore he is very powerful. And at the time of death of the individual souls, Jivatma, he has a role to play. we are now talking about Lord Shiva. So when the human beings are at the end of life, they are about to die, then the subjects, namely the Jivatmas, will be forced to weep because of the suffering, because of the pain, physical pain in the body. And of course, Shastra says this, Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam says this. So, Rodayati iti Rudraha. He makes people weep. He is called Rudraha. Samhara Kalatil, Prajaigalai Azhaicheyvadal, Rudran ennum per petru. So he got the epithet, namely Rudraha. So also Ravanaha. Ravanaha meaning Ravayati iti Ravanaha, makes others weep. Then Manmadanai Koduttum Moonravathu Kann Iruppadal. Whenever we are afraid of Lord Shiva, we will pray to him as Trinetra, meaning, please don't open your third eye. Close your third eye permanently. So Manmadanai Koduttum Moonravathu Kann Iruppadal, because he burnt the god of love, Cupid, into ashes. He opened by opening the third eye. So Moonravathu Kann Iruppadal Mukkannan enappaduvavan. Trinetra. Tripura Samharam Seyda Shivanayanu. So he also destroyed, as we saw in the Sanskrit words, that he destroyed the 3 cities of demons. That is our opponents. Shivanukku Tandayum Karmavashyarai Pola Pirakayandri. Who is the father of Lord Shiva? Lord Brahma, the 4-faced Brahma, the creator. And Shiva, Lord Shiva, is also like us in one aspect, namely, he is also Karmavashyaha. He is also under the clutches of the discipline of action. So he is also controllable by action. So he is also bound by the exigency of the action. Namely, if he commits mistakes, that means his demerits will affect him. And if he is doing good actions, his punyam, merits will also benefit him. And therefore, he is punya papa karma vasya. He is also under the aegis of AEGIS, of the sins and merits. Whereas Lord Brahma, though born from the navel lotus of Sriman Narayana, the 4-faced Brahma is not bound by, according to this verse. But Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya says Brahma is also bound by the karma, like Lord Shiva. Brahma has a specific lifespan. He has got 1 crore kalpa span. Kalpa contains 4 yugas. So 4 yugas contain each a few lakhs of years, human years. And in case of God years, divine years, we have YEAR, divine years. We have Kalpa Koti Kalam for a single Brahma. So many Brahmas have come and gone. That means crores of Brahmas, millions and billions of Brahmas were there earlier. Each one, of course, is similar to the other, but there were births and deaths for each Brahma. So he is also not out of the cycle of birth and death. So Tane Pratanta Swatantranum. This is, of course, it should be underlined. Why they give the meaning like this, I don't know. Normally, Vaishnava Sampradaya, Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya says that Brahma is also under the control of Punyam and Papam, and he is also bound by the discipline of action. the only special quality of Lord Brahma is ஒரே காலத்தில் 4 வேதங்களை உச்சரிக்கின்ற 4 முகங்களால் பெருமை பெற்றவனுமாகிய பிரம்மதேவனாயினும். So he is very famous because he read the scriptures, understood the scriptures, he has the divine knowledge of the scriptures, all the 4 scriptures, Rig, Yajus, Saman and Atharva. It is not Atharvana, it is Atharva. And at a time he can give all the scriptures, release them out, give them out to others. So he could pronounce all the 4 scriptures at a time. Simultaneously, he can do it. So in this way, these 3 are very great people, great gods. Brahmadayanum, Brahmadevanayinum. இவர்கள் எல்லாரும் ஒன்று கூடியாயினும். So this is an extra meaning that we find beautifully in this paragraph in Tamil. So it is not a question of saving by Brahma, to be saved by Lord Shiva and to be saved by Lord Indra. But all the 3 together, if they make efforts to rescue someone from the hands of Rama in a war, it is not possible. It is impossible for the 3 gods getting together and trying to save a person. It is impossible. So யுத்தத்தில் ராமனால் கொல்லத்தக்கவனாக நினைக்கப்பட்டவனை எள்ளளவும் பாதுகாக்க வல்லர் அல்லர். Whenever we say something very flimsy, we use the word sisem, ginjili. So ellalavum. El meaning ginjili. Ginjili is the very smallest seed that we can see. And that tiny seed is considered very flimsy. So this is a comparison, what we call metaphorical statement, namely, nobody can save a person destined to die in the hands of Rama, even if the 3 gods, Brahma, Shiva and Indra, come together and to protect. So this is, so again we remind ourselves that the cue that we get from this paragraph. So Sriman Narayana is the supreme power, more what you call supreme than these 3 gods, Brahma, Shiva and Indra. Then again, and again you have the next point, do not make the Lord angry. How do you achieve this? How can we avoid making Lord angry? By committing sins which are prohibited in the Shastras. Shastra meaning scriptures, Smritis, 28 are there. Dharma Shastra is there. Grihya Sutras are there. Rules for the householders. And then Puranas are there. The lore, the books of history. And then you have Ramayana and Mahabharata. So take the philosophical lessons from these 2 itihasas, great epics. And then even all the Sanskrit works which give us the right advice. So including, say, the 9 works, Sanskrit works of Sri Ramanujacharya, Natha Muni's Nigama Parimalam, the earlier preceptor, the few works of Sri Yamunacharya like Stotra Ratnam, Chatushloki, Siddhitrayam, and so on. And Koratarvan's Panchastavam. I'm just mentioning some preceptors. Parashara Bhatta's Sri Gunaratana Kosham. Manavala Mamani's works like Gopala Vimshati and so many, Yatiraja Vimshati and so on. And Swami Vedanta Deshika's philosophical works. So you find that how not to make Lord Srimanarayana irate. He must not have any ire, IRE. And therefore, then what will happen is the punishment is imminent. We will soon get the punishment because of committing sins. So again, when we perform meritorious actions, we are not to think of the fruits thereof. Let us not expect any advantage from the meritorious actions that we perform. Though we can meditate on other gods and get boons, but still, Sriman Narayana is the final goal. So let us not worry about the demigods. Let us not think that they are more powerful than the Supreme Lord. And even in incarnations, you will find even as Rama being a human being, he is not to be considered weak in giving protection, incapable of offering succor to the needy. This is what we understand in the what you call underlying statement of this words from Sundarakanda. We will meet on Monday, rather your Sunday, for the page 31, where the crow episode, Kakasura Vadham, is still continued for more understanding. We also saw in the episode of the crow that Lord Sriman Narayana, either in the form of Rama or Krishna or any other incarnation, is the fittest person to be surrendered to. So since Rajagopalan Swami has left, let me sing these three. So let me use some, what do you call, raga. Let me have Nadanama Kriya by Ertrakalangal Tiruppavi. But I must say the first line so that I will get in tune with the Staniyan. Ertrakalangal Edirpongi Meedalippa. This is Nadanama Kriya, easily identified by Shanta Madam. Ramanujadaya Patram Jnana Vairagya Bhushanam. Ramanujadaya Patram Jnana Vairagya Bhushanam. Srimad Venkatanathāryam Vande Vedanta Deshikam. So let us change the raga here, as Rajagopal did it very well, but I try my best. Kuntalavarali of the Tiruppavi, namely Male Manivanna. Male Manivanna Margari Neeraduvan. Male Manivanna Margari Neeraduvan. Melayar Seivanagal Venduvana Ketiyel. Kavitarkika Summaya Kalyana Gunashaline Shrimate Venkateshaya Vedanta Gurave Namaha. So let me take the what we call the next Taniyan in Tamil with what we call Hindolam. Naramrigapati Varshmalokana Bhrantanari Naradvanuja Suparva Vrata Patala Lokaha Shirondrutupul Tiruvengadamudaya Shirondrutupul Tiruvengadamudaya பாரொன்றச் சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஓரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ வாதாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேரப் கோமளமும் வாழ்வு வாழ்வார்க்கு தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேரப் கோமளவும் வாழ்வு வானேரப் கோமளவும் வாழ்வு.
ராமானுஜதயா பாத்திரம் ஞான வைராக்யபூஷணம் ஸ்ரீமத்வேங்கடநாதார்யம் வந்தே வேதாந்ததேசிகம். கவிதார்க்கிகசிம்ஹாய கல்யாணகுணசாலினே ஸ்ரீமதே வெங்கடேஷாய வேதாந்த குரவே நமः. சீரொன்று தூப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்றச் சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஓரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேரப் போமளவும் வாழ்வு.
ஓம் நமோ நாராயணாய. ஓம்